Hey there. So, welcome to another week of the blog being done in video. So, I wanted to put this out here because I know a lot of people don't have an opportunity to go to the website to read the blog. And I also send out a weekly newsletter. If you're not on my newsletter list, I do suggest to do that now. But also, I have a YouTube channel. Now, I had posted out onto my Facebook page just a reminder because as a normal person, I was, keeping it to myself, hiding it, not telling anybody because I was always afraid of the judgment of what people would think, or this may sound stupid, or they may not want this. But don't forget that I do have a YouTube channel. You can actually go to the search bar and type in Kelly Mitchuson, and it will pull up Kelly Mitchuson Coaching, or you can even put in No Gain Coach, and it will pop up. If you do, go check it out. Please hit subscribe. And I used to hate when people would say that, subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Now, I'll be honest, that always, hearing people say that, but now I know why they do that. It's like because it also helps us get started on YouTube so more people can find us. So if you get a chance, hit subscribe and give me a thumbs up. But let's do it for fun today. Honey, my husband, says this is the ugliest shirt that I own. Now, if you think it's the ugliest shirt, okay. But if you actually like it, thumbs up anywhere where you see this video and you see this shirt if you like it. I'm trying to prove him wrong that it's actually really pretty colors. I like it. He says it makes me look old. But anyway, so let's talk about what the subject is for the week. So, so many people, when you talk about weight loss, they'll say, yeah, I know what to do. And it's, of course, I mean, you know what you should do, but you're still not doing it. And I'm here to tell you why. Are you ready? Do you really want to know? What it comes down to is, your brain offers up, I just need more willpower, or I just need more self discipline. Now, self discipline doesn't just happen in us. That is something like a muscle that we create and we build and we make stronger. And I know, like me, if you're working on weight loss, you do want to be a little bit more self disciplined, especially around the food. Because as I've, covered before, we don't eat until we're hungry and we stop at enough. Now, self discipline does fall in there because there's going to be times when you're going to want to just eat everything on your plate because you did identify as a clean plate club lady, like me. Growing up, I was not allowed to leave the table unless your plate was clean because, I mean, we didn't have a lot of money and they didn't want us wasting the food that we did have. So, I mean, I get it. But after doing that for so many years, then we think, oh, we're wasting money if I throw that food away. Well, to be honest, you're wasting part of your life because you're putting on more weight that you're having to take more time to get it off. And to be healthy, we know we want to keep our weight at a sustainable point, a maintenance that we're able to move, able to get out and walk, do things with our family, get up and down off the floor. Guys, tie my shoes used to be the biggest thing. And I forget some days when I, tie my shoe and I'm sitting down and it's like, hey, I used to not could do that. And just reminding myself, I digress. Let's come back. Let's bring the horses back around here. But for me, building self discipline, some people call them boundaries, that we set boundaries for ourselves. I call them guardrails because I'm on the path of weight loss. I want my guardrails there. And that's not to keep me, straight and narrow. A guardrail, actually, if you have it on both sides of the road, you might veer off a little bit, you bump it, it's going to bring you back. It's going to wake you up and bring you back into the middle of the road. You veer off this side, you bump it, you're going to wake up, come back to the middle of the road. So guardrail for me is just a personal boundary. And I don't call it rules because I am a rebel. I am a rebel to the rules. My parents would tell me to do something and I would do the complete opposite. So I look at these as guardrails for myself because, when I want to achieve something, I make more realistic goals. And then I look at my guardrails of how I can stay on my path and be headed in the direction that I want to go. Now, In our lives, we do pile on a bunch of shoulds. I'm the most guilty about it as any. I got coached yesterday by my coach, bless her heart, that had to remind me that sometimes I think I should be doing all these things, and it's not helping me in every way because I'm becoming more judgmental and I'm then getting overwhelmed. And it's like, oh, that's not getting me on the path that I want. But here's how I tackle things when it comes to like my weight loss. I got serious. I got serious with myself and I asked myself, how can I make this easy? For example, I want to incorporate more movement into my routine. So now that I've explained to you what a guardrail is, I set my guardrail is I'm going to work out 3 times a week. Well, I say get movement. I'm going to get movement 3 times a week. Now, I broke it down to even more simpler so that my brain could see how I'm making this easy, how I can get it done. So, one of my things is walking for a mile. I'll either do it inside or outside, and I can do half in the morning or half in the afternoon. Now, my brain's going, well, that's just really too easy. But it's too easy. So then when I don't do it, then what's my damn excuse? My brain goes, well, you have no self-discipline. Again, we have to build the self-discipline. How we're going to do that is to start creating small, doable goals, achieving them, and then leveling them up. Now, another thing for me, another option for me to get movement each week is doing yoga. This is something, guys, I will tell you I'm in love. And yes, I have found Yoga with Adrienne. She is wonderful. And she's on YouTube. She's got a plethora of videos. And it's just really easy. Go pick 20 and I throw it up on the big screen and I'm off to the races. And it actually feels really good. I did not realize how much yoga would help my back, my legs. I mean, I have heard my own back pop. That it's like, it's helping me at my age keep my body stretched out and ready for the walks and runs that I want to do. Now, I can even break it down even smaller for our brain, 10 minutes of a morning, 10 minutes of an afternoon. Then I added lifting weights, 10 minutes with dumbbells that I've had hidden in the closet, but now I have them pulled out in my little mini gym. So now I've got 3 ways to get my movement. I want to move 3 times a week. So what I do is just pick the days. Now, if life is busy, we don't know what we're going to be able to do for the day, I will just tell myself of the morning, not tell myself, I'll ask myself, what is very doable today? What could be my guardrail? What could I get done? I'll look at my schedule and go, I could actually get the walk in today. Now, I've got to the point that I love yoga so much, I'm doing yoga daily. So I'm hitting my 3. So now I look at how can I get a walk or maybe a run 2 to 3 times a week. Like I said, I'm just building guardrails to keep me on the path that I'm headed for. Now, I will tell you, old habits will try to make excuses. And my guardrails is just going to help me get it done. God, y'all. The guardrails will help me get it done. But now I want to tell you this. If you're struggling and you just can't figure out what guardrails will work, or you're still having the thought, I know what to do, but I don't know how to get started, just remember that you can message me on Facebook. You can drop a comment below this video, wherever it lands. I see all comments. Or you can go over to my website, sign up to chat with me, and then let's set some guardrails for you to get you started. Remember, it's okay to ask for support. It's okay just to talk to people and just find out, how did you do it? That's what I try to do with this each week, is to help you find more ways to get started on the path that you want for your weight loss. Or if you're already doing your weight loss, this just up levels to give your brain something else to think about. How can I put a guardrail in my life? That boundary that would help keep me on track. But just remember, when you set the guardrails, you're making a promise to yourself that no matter what, you're going to get it done. That's why we make them easy, simple, and doable to get started. And then each week we just level them up just a little, just a little. For me, I'm still moving 3 times a week, but my distance or my time is getting a little bit longer. Now when I walk, I'm up to 2 miles. But never compare yourself to where my journey is, because I'm in the middle of my journey. Okay, I've been doing it for 2 years. So just remember, comparing to where I am to where you are right now, you'll get there. Just put the guardrails in place and keep heading on your path, on your journey. Now, that's all I have for today, but I want to remind you that building self-discipline, before I go, building your self-discipline is just you building small habits, getting those habits on lock, building that muscle so that down the road, you're not going to take any excuses anymore from yourself. You're just going to get it done. But that's going to how you're going to build your self-discipline. All right, that's all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again next week. Talk to you later.